Hi,
Hello,
who are you?
I'm Jack Cooper. I live in Hathersage in the Peak District, and I'm very fortunate to do so. I am now retired after 30 years living in London and commuting back and forth between here and London. I was fortunate that I could retire at the tender age of 55, which allowed me then to throw myself into volunteering within the church community.
And what did you do in your professional life, Jack, before you retired?
I was an international sales director, traveling the world twice a year, one way east to west in January, February, and August, September, west to east. And I finished at working for companies such as Penguin and Hodder Headline. And there we are, that's my professional life.
And how about now? So you're retired, you've got the opportunity to do lots of volunteer work. What does an ordinary day in your life look like?
Right. So usually we're waking up early, where I'm then pestered like mad by one of my Jack Russells to take her out for a morning walk, which is a very pleasant thing to do, and come back, have breakfast, then attack the mail, go up to my office in the house here, and then look at my diary and figure out what I've got to do for the rest of the day and week. And it usually involves Zoom meetings, which I must admit I'm a bit fed up of now, and I'm looking forward to getting back to meeting people.
And what kind of meetings are you involved in?
Well, within the diocese, I serve on the local PCC here. I'm on Deanery Synod. I'm on Diocesan Synod. I also serve on Bishop's Council. I'm a trustee on the Board of Education, which is something that I really love. Yes, that's my life. Apart from traveling, I do love to travel.
And hopefully you can get back to doing some traveling in the not too distant future.
Oh, please. Yes. Yeah.
How does your faith impact your life, Jack?
I suppose really I came back to faith in the year 2000 when Mum died. I was very fortunate to the priest who was in our benefice, Reverend Shaw. What a lovely man. And he really encouraged me and was extraordinarily good to me on the death of my mother. And that actually brought me back to faith, as it were, after, enjoying Sunday school and all that sort of thing when I was young, because I'm very much a great believer in how important that is, that grounding. And then, of course, teenage years, you drift away, and it took an event like my mother's death that brought me back, and I'm so grateful that it did, because it's not only tragedies like that, it's also the fellowship and the community that I now enjoy as a result of being engaged again in church life.
And you mentioned the fellowship, how can your church help support you in your everyday faith?
Well, in lots of ways, really. I think communication is a big thing, and I'm always very grateful to the people at church who are regularly getting in touch and that sort of thing during what was a very difficult period when I recently lost my partner and that sort of thing. And they were quite wonderful, and they give you space when you need space, but also that they're there if you need them, and that's so important.
That's great. Thanks, Jack. Thank you so much for sharing your everyday story.
Thank you.